A very good morning, it's Penuel the Black Pen. As many of you may have heard, South Africa is officially no longer under lockdown from the COVID pandemic. That means the national state of disaster is officially over. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed the nation last night and said that almost all of the regulations will fall away by midnight last night, meaning today, the 5th of April, is officially the first day that we are out. From the 15th of March 2020, 15th of March being my birthday, we have been under lockdown. It's been 750 days, something that has never ever happened in this country of ours, of South Africa. What's going to be happening is that for the next 30 days, we will be in a transition phase. That means that we will slowly be adjusting to our new way of living. In that time, people that are indoors still have to wear masks. We will see after 30 days if that will fall away. A lot of the places that have events, a lot of the venues that host events still have to abide by these regulations for the next 30 days. Travelers from overseas that are coming in still have to show proof of vaccination, or they have to show a negative test result 72 hours. That is not older than 72 hours. Those that don't have that will then be asked to take a test. And if they are found positive, they will have to isolate for 10 days. We are going in a transition period. I see our government, sadly, even after these 2 years, has still not finalized all the work that they need to do. Part of it being that the Department of Social Development has not fully finalized the social relief for distress grant, which is the 350 Rand that has been received. They're trying to do that on a more permanent basis, and there have been calls for it to be increased as well. At the same time, there's a very controversial there's a very controversial suggestion that our government has made to try and incorporate some of our national state of disaster regulations into the National Health Act. Normal South Africans have been asked to comment on these suggestions, and the deadline is on the 16th of April. A lot of online platforms, some of the people that run these platforms where people can comment, can react, have been very, very busy over the last few weeks, with a lot of people very, very angry and upset that they feel like things like mandatory vaccines will be forced into normal life. And because our government was given superpowers during the lockdown, they want to integrate these superpowers into normal life moving forward. The biggest issue, as I said, is forced, what they call mandatory vaccines. One of the things Cyril said, which is very interesting and that I think a lot of people don't know, is that in this country we've got a scheme. I think it's called the COVID-19 Vaccine Injury No Fault. I think that might be the name, which was effected last year, April 2021, where people who have suffered injury from taking the vaccine can be compensated. I think this is very important. We don't speak about this enough. We speak about the fact that when the vaccines were rolled out, or the child medication vaccines were rolled out, government was not liable, and a lot of these big pharmaceuticals are not being held liable for what happens. However, we do have a scheme in this country for people that have found injury. I'm guessing injury probably includes death as well as a result of taking the vaccine. I'm not entirely sure if hospitals, if doctors have the necessary know-how to be able to identify what is an injury from the vaccine. And if that is the case, it would be very nice, just as they've been showing us positive cases, to show us the number of people that have been getting really, really serious adverse effects from taking the vaccine. The vaccine has, I think, over 1,000, if not over 2,000 side effects. Like I said, it is child medication, and it's not been put into effect fully as yet. A lot of us are celebrating that the lockdown is officially over. A lot of South Africans have felt that the lockdown has been over since December 2020. I think the first month was the hardest, where we had alert level 5. From there, I think things have gotten easier. And in places like townships in particular, a lot of people have flouted regulations. One of the things that is being kicked away is the criminalization of not adhering to regulations, which I think is very important. Many people were arrested, some were beaten. Sadly, some were even killed by the police and soldiers for not following COVID lockdown protocol. It's Penuel the Black Pen. I look forward to a new leaf, to a new chapter. Obviously, at the same time, I'm very wary of this government, of the governments of the world, the people that run this world called Earth, and some of their sinister, very sinister, ruthless capitalist agendas that they keep pushing while violating the rights of the people. Hope you'll have a great day. Hope you'll enjoy your lockdown-free South Africa. Penuel the Black Pen. Cheers.